Hi, I'm Jeff and welcome to Ultimate Drone Guide. In this review, I'm going to be looking at the Holystone F181C. Now it's also known as the DEERC F181C if you buy it on Amazon. I was actually kindly sent it for review from DEERC, spelled D-E-E. So as you can see, I have put the landing skids on. I'll show you in a moment what else comes with, but that's it there. You can see the size of it. It's fairly light. It's got a 720p camera, which is that there. Now that camera, you can clip it off, and it actually also moves up and down, which I do like. It comes with an SD card. It's a 4 gig card, and it just slots in the back like that. The on button, on and off button is there if you can see it, and that's the lights. It looks nice, looks really cool. Red's the back, blue's the front. It's also got the blue light there, so when you're flying it, hopefully you can see that that's the front facing. Okay, the battery, I'm not going to take it out because I found it a little bit fiddly, if I'm honest, is actually in there, and to close it I have found it a bit fiddly. You've got to just get that right, and then it does click in. I think it's a nice looking quad. Now what else you get? Stick that down there. You get the guards. I'm not going to put them on, but if you're a beginner, you're learning, I would recommend it. And they just sort of clip on there, push down, and then you put a screw in. So they're dead easy to fit. You also get spare props. You get 4 spare. You get a card reader, you get a screwdriver, and you get the screws. Now, what I do really like is you actually get another battery, which I'm really pleased about, because when you get a drone or you're learning, I mean, you want more than one go, so you've got to go out and buy another battery. But it has the 2 batteries in a 3.7 volt, that looks like 700 and I think 50 milliamp. So you hopefully get about 7 minutes from the flight time. That's that. Now you also get 2 charging cables. The only reason I think you get 2 because they're identical is to charge them both up at once. But you'd need 2 adapters. But anyway, so that's that. This is the controller. Now I do really like this controller. It's the right size, it's comfortable in the hand, and the buttons are labelled. It takes 4 AA's, 4 AA batteries, and it's got a screen there when you switch it on. I'll go through the controls once it's charged. The only other thing to show you is the manual. Slightly broken English, but if you go on to the 3rd page, what I do like about it is it's got everything you need to know on that one page, where the buttons are, and everything. So we'll get the battery charged, and hopefully if the weather's okay, we'll take it for a flight test outside. The battery charged, and I'm outside, as you can see. It's about 8:25 on the morning, and look at this weather, absolutely fantastic. There's no wind. You don't get many days like this. Now the battery's in. All I need to do is connect it,
hopefully you can see. So this button here knocks the lights off if you keep it pressed on. If you just press it quick, like short presses, it takes your rates for your speed. Now there's 4 rates on this. This is your throttle. This spins the drone to the right and to the left, or yaw, class called the yaw, as you can see, because it's labelled. So that's for your photos, video. This button here is auto takeoff and auto landing, and that's for your return and your headless mode. These are your trim buttons. That's to pitch the drone forward, back, right and left, and this is your 360. And your screen, if you switch it on, that's your rates. So when you knock it onto the 4th one, it'll say 100%. That's your signal from the transmitter to the drone, and that's your transmitter batteries. And these just tell you, these here are your trim buttons, and that's that. To bind it, switch the drone on here. Okay, the lights will flash. And then you switch your transmitter on, knock the throttle up and then down, and it's ready. So it's automatically on the 1st rate, that's the 2nd, that's your 3rd, and that's your 100% your 4th. I'll start it off on the 1st rate, press that there, and as you can see, the drone starts. So what I'll do first is I'll trim it. Like you see, there's absolutely no wind. Now I've noticed when it first starts up, it does, I don't know if you can see it wobble a bit. I don't know if one of the blades is slightly bent. But let's get it trimmed. So it's going to the left, so you press the right trim. That seems to be it. Hopefully that wobble will go off. Right. Wow, this is one stable drone. This is the 1st rate, and it's really slow. It's super smooth. It doesn't seem to be wobbling anymore. Oh yes, and its altitude hold. It seems to be holding it pretty well. It's going over to the right a little and knock it. So that's your 1st rate. Like I say, it's obviously, if you wanted to do any video on, this is the rate to do it on, because it's super slow. Look how slow it is. Transmitter's nice in the hand, feels good. It's going away from me. Let's just bring it back a little. Okay, I'll knock it into the 2nd rate. That's a little bit faster. I'm not going to go on all the rates. I'll go from here to the 4th rate. Still pretty slow, but very smooth. Right, I'll knock it into the 4th one. So that's as fast as it goes. Nice to fly. I'm just keeping it low, just so you can see it. I'll bring it down a little. See how well it holds its altitude. It's drifting to the left. I'll knock to the right. I'll knock a bit left in it. That's it. Look at that. It drifts now and again, but that could be just a slight breeze we've got. Right, I'll take it up and I'll take a photo and see what the photo quality is like. There, top button, and then that flashes just to let you know you've took a photo. So that's one photo. Oh, it's super smooth. There's another photo. Right, we'll take it for a spin. Okay, what I'll do, it's nice to fly. Right, I'm going to hit the video button and that's it. So it tells you it's videoing now. Hopefully. Don't think that gull's very happy, but let's take it up a little. The only thing I would say, even though it's got blue LEDs on the front, it is, when it's a bit further away from you, actually harder. It's quite hard to see which way is forward. You can just see the red LEDs. Nice to fly. I have had a look at the video quality and it's 720, it's alright, but this is ideal for a beginner. I think even if you've got a little bit of experience, that's nice just to fly. Right, I'll do the headless mode and the one key return. Now how it works is when you press it, it hopefully does return, but it also takes it into headless mode. Now I've flown it a couple of times and when I press it, it has returned and it does go into headless mode, so it's quite good if you do lose it. But if the quadcopter's over that way and you press return, it'll take it over to there. So it's always got to be pretty much in front of you. But if it gets too far away, it does work. I'll show you, but it only works the once. So I'll show you what I mean. So if I press return now, now it's gone the opposite way. Right, so that didn't work that time. Now I'm not sure why, because it has worked on previous times. Now it'll not work again now, that's a shame. So I was hoping to show you. So if I press that now, yeah, it's going the opposite way. Better bring it back. Oh well, that's a shame. Well, it just shows you these toy grid, they're not reliable. If you lose sight of it, then you could be in trouble. Oh well, that's a shame, because it has worked previous times. So take it with a pinch of salt, I would. .360 flip, which is this one. I don't know if it actually works. Oh yes, it does. Very good. Do a forward flip. Way. Hey. I do like this quad. Every time I fly these things, I feel like a kid. It is still videoing. What I'll do, I'll show you the landing on it. I'll bring it low, and then if you press that, it lands. I'll knock the video off. It's flashing, so it's just about finished, but I'll do a little bit more. I've pressed the video back on so it's videoing. Press the auto take off, and that's it again. Now it's flashing, that went over really quickly, which is a bit of a shame. So I'm going to have to land it. So that's it there. One more look around it. That's landing itself, so there you go. Oh. I can't believe how quickly that flight went. I really enjoyed it. I'm having to duck down here because the sun is so bright. But I thoroughly enjoyed flying this. What I was going to do was take the landing skids off and the camera and just show you how it flew without them on, because we're having the skids and the camera on. It does slow it down. Maybe it's for another video. I got round about 7.5 minutes with it and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, pros and cons. What did I like about it? Well, I like the fact, I haven't seen the video yet, so I'm not sure what the footage is like. I like the fact that you got 2 batteries. It flies really well. Ideal for a beginner. But I'd love to fly it without the skids on. And the camera. What don't I like about it? Nothing really. I think I like everything about it. Maybe it's a little bit faster. That's about it. Anyway, if you have any questions about it, please comment below. Please smash the like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more reviews, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.